Hi, I'm Rain Dove. Rain like from the sky, dove like the bird. And today, it's okay to be gay in the USA. Okay to be gay? But is it really? No, it isn't okay to be gay. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can love who you want to love. And I love President Barack Obama. I think he's awesome. But the hashtag Lovewins, it's not about love. It's about acknowledging that a mistake was made. Yes, this country was founded by a puritanical group of people who did base a lot of the moral fabrics of our lawmaking process on a religion. And we have to acknowledge that that's the way it is. And we have God, and God we trust on our money, okay? But we really need to understand that all humans should be able to enter into a legally binding contract that holds each other accountable over an extended period of time for each other's financial contributions, for their medical welfare, for if they want to own property together. Like, this really shouldn't be such a big deal. I should be able to look at you and say, hey, I trust you. I trust you to make the decision on whether or not to pull the plug if I go into a coma. I trust you to own property with me. I trust you to bind your credit to mine. I trust you to help me with my financial obligations, and I trust you to fuse myself to you. I trust you. It has nothing to do with sex. That has nothing to do with love. That is something that should have been okay all along. I don't think that should be an issue. It is not about marriage. It's about the right to give ourselves to another person and say, I want this person to hold me accountable for my actions, and I am okay enough with this person that I'm going to hold them accountable for theirs. As far as marriage goes, that's just a word that we created as a human species to be able to define an action, but I don't think it's the right word to be using all across the board in the US, because every religion has a different word for holy vow or a sacred vow to acknowledge an eternal life together in a certain kind of a way. I think what we need to do is, since we are redefining history, we need to redefine the word. We need to get another thing in there, and it needs to be the same for all people, no matter their genitalia, no matter what their identity is. I think that we need to just start from scratch and say, all right, guys, drop the marriage thing from the board. All people can enter into this contract that gives them benefits to each other. All people have the right to do that. All humans have the right to do that. I have the right to do it with anyone, including you. I have the right to do that. I have the right to choose who I want to do that with. And this is a free country. Like, if you want to get married, go to a church, go to a mosque, go someplace that you feel is going to bring you together with somebody spiritually, but understand that a spiritual ceremony doesn't necessarily come with legal benefits. If you want to get married through the country and get those legal benefits, then go and do this, whatever other word we're going to have. I'm not sure what word we should use, but I feel like it should be something close to like something to do with accountability. Like, I choose for this person to be my accountability buddy. You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple. And love is a beautiful thing, and just because we have legalized gay marriage or contracts for all humans to be able to enter into doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be safer for people to walk the streets at night. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be any easier for someone to love somebody who has a shared identity or genitalia or anything like that. It doesn't mean that our human species has evolved enough to not even care about those minor factors and see us just as human species. And that's something that needs to change.